5 threats for Gumayusi to deal with in this game. He has to deal with the flanking Rek'Sai, flag and drag Cataclysm. The ball carriers are insane for the LCK Cup.
Yeah, I'm a little worried. Also a little bit worried about this fight that is starting to break out. 4 versus 4 in the river as they just dive on top of Pyosik. He flashes out of the way though as Kanavi is now the one in trouble. Can Pyosik actually escape? The answer is no as Gumayusi picks up first blood. Kanavi likely to go down now though as Dokdom collects one for himself. The barrier is going to be used here as Peter with a great pulverizing closer will be able to take down Guma. Flash out there as Zeka gets him to reach about a 1,000 gold lead and a great start in this game.
In this lane, as we do have a bit of a maybe contest here, late TP.
Yeah, there's a pulverize onto 2 here as Peter makes his way forward. Crescent Guard comes down though as a Cataclysm to bring Pyosik back in as Dudu is coming on over, but Zeka's gonna get here first. Closer making his way in as well. Can he find it as, okay, there is one of them as Shockwave hits onto 2 DNS. Throw down the Wombo. It's ridiculous.
It's DNS DK right now is what it looks like, Atlas.
Yeah, that's, and that's balance in all things. That's how it's supposed to be. It's all right. We're knocking each other up here between the 2 supports, but a headbutt back onto Delight. And he is just food for Dokdom.
Yeah. In this dragon, and or around this dragon.
That's a
free
free
dump. He did not quite have it in time.
Man, I want him to flash so that he can do that again. Double pulverize to come through here from Peter. But no one there to really do too much about it. Flag damage there from Pyosik as now Kanavi's going in. Surprise, as now Dokdom on the hunt, looking for a bit of an angle here, but there's the flash in, the quickness onto 3, Empress Divide onto all of them! And it's Gumayusi that's wiping the floor with DNS. Flashes for everyone, but Kanavi should be able to finish off Pyosik, and HLE on the board. And DNS can actually fight for this. Pyosik at half health.
I think they might, if they can identify. I mean, look, there's no Varus ult, there's no Delight ult here. The problem is Closer can't get in.
Dudu has teleport, so he's going to take this first turret of the game and then look to teleport in. He does so right now. Closer now going to get thrown back here as he flashes on top of Zeka. Don't know about that one as he's now running away. There's a pulverize. No, it's a Crescent Guard from Kanavi as he does manage to take down the dragon. Kills the cow as well as Dokdom has to flash out of the fight, but it's a disaster for DNS. And HLE will do exactly what and driving the Rift Herald into this outer turret.
They had the setup, and I mentioned that Zeka thus far.
Yeah. And now Gumayusi has a loss. Whisper, he just managed to complete his Mirror Manor as well as Kanavi. Once again going in, surprise, surprise. Finds a pulverize onto 2 though, just Peter. As Gumayusi looking to try and answer this one. Chains of Corruption connects onto Closer and he's the target. Quickness charms him up and down goes the Orianna. As now Dokdom, the next one on the menu here. Kanavi not quite able to find a win, becomes Lightning, but I don't think Dokdom's going to be able to do too much as he does have the spell shield. That's going to work. Takes down Delight to start this one off, but Gumayusi's got enough damage. And
Hanwha Life esports have this insanely strong Azir. The Varus is out of control, and Pyosik is trying to do something. Oh boy.
Nice pullback there. Pyosik has to flash to get himself to safety. As in goes Kanavi, gets headbutted back, but I don't know about that. For DNS, as there's the knockups, as down will go Dokdom. Empress Divide doesn't do too much here, as Dudu's able to avoid it with the Void Rush, but I just don't know whether he's going to survive, and the answer is absolutely not. Double kill comes through.
Every one of these fights, Hanwha Life gets stronger and stronger, and unfortunately, this might have been for DNS, back-breaking loss of the team fight, because now how the identity of the storyline was set up a little bit here today.
Well, let's see whether HLE can hold on to this dragon here. As Kanavi and Delight, the only ones really in the area as Zeka does blast going his way over. There's the quickness into the backline. They look for Closer, and there's the Chains of Corruption from Gumayusi. Hail of Arrow is going to help Zeka take this one down. As Peter with the Unbreakable Will trying to keep himself alive. A massive knockup from Dudu though as he takes out Zeka. He's still at full health, but so is HLE as they look to chase down DNS. Dokdom does have a big old shield with the barrier. Now Zeus looking to hold him down, but the Q isn't going to land. And Gumayusi is still firing the shots. Dudu's trying to take out the Scion here, and he's not going to be able to get through the shield. Dokdom trying to get away, and he should be able to do so here as he gets out of the brush. Wanted to actually try and kill Gumayusi here, as Dudu, I don't think he's going to be able to seek this prey, as the dragon's still up, ladies and gentlemen.
Does not pan out, but it was so close. See, he goes in the brush here, wants to get that damage on the Q return. It's almost enough, but Dudu cannot get the
Dudu does need to get involved in these fights, has 3 items and 5 kills to his name. The year of Dudu is going to have to be what they rely on if they want to win this game, as he looks for a flank angle. Now Closer makes his way in with the teleport, and DNS are ready for a team fight. As HLE, they can back away if they would like. Still one Baron.
To try to just buy some additional time for that IE to come through. But it is a pretty tough margin, I think. And all the stats you get from triple Infernal Dragon is going to really add up anyways if you give that Dragon over. Baron, like, Hanwha Life Esports wanted to trap them there. They set up all that vision, but DNS just farmed and played slow, but played defensively. And they need to send Sion up there. He is coming over. Duckdom has to run as fast as he can back to this fight.
Maybe he has to ult to get himself over here as Kanavi going for the engage onto Dudu. Peter finding the pulverize onto Zeka in the backline as now Closer throws out the shockwave, but it's onto Zeka who had already gone into stasis, and they take down the counter, start this one off. Zeus is tanking so well, but Duckdom with these 4 items complete is terrifying. Boomerang is, Pyoshik not quite hitting the Cataclysm, but there's the knockup from Dudu who gets into the backline to take down Zeka, but there is Duckdom falling as well. Gumayusi doing so much damage in this fight. Double knockup once again as Closer is the one that needs to stay alive, but he doesn't. It's Gumayusi that holds the distance, and Dudu is just getting kited around the map and cannot do anything with Zeus the Beefcake in the front line.
If there was ever going to be a redemption game for Kuma Sunahara earlier this week, that's was
as many as you can possibly put together. Is all right. Another team fight to come on through here as Closer takes another piercing arrow that just does so much damage. Into the backline does go Dudu, looking for the angle there as Pyoshik with the Cataclysm, but he gets charmed up and taken down to the GA. And you can see Zeus just buying so much space. Empress Divide onto Dudu and onto Peter. And Zeus finally will go down. The cinders fly, but down goes Duckdom as well. And Peter will follow. HLE just getting a little too big to fail now, as Zeus absolutely doing his job, and Dudu the last man standing.
And of course, Kuma gets the objective with that massive damage. I don't even remember what that item is called. I'm looking it up right now. Bastion Breaker.
That's why you don't remember, because it's got a silly name. It should just be called Weird Metal Pickaxe Item. That's probably what the name should be.
If you're PvPing, you're suddenly PvEing right afterwards really hard.
Well, this is going to be inhibited down in the mid lane, and with only Dudu there, I thought HLE might be going for the end.
Looks like maybe Duckdom was going to be able to carry this game in 2 fights. I think it might just be over. Big shockwave.
Yeah, Dudu is trying to survive, and Chains of Corruption is going to snag Closer, and he's just popped like a balloon. Piercing arrow does exactly that, and that is a dead Orianna. Now you've got Zeka going in, looking for Duckdom. Great spell shield though, as Zeka will have to go golden to keep himself alive. Can the Sivir get enough worked on? That's the question, as down will go at least the Azir to start this one off, and that is massive damage as HLE Hail of Arrows finishes him off. And that is going to put an end to DNS here in game number 1. Gumayusi is hungry for that kill onto Pyoshik, but he is relegated to the fountain, and he may just even die. Chains of Corruption comes on in, flag and drag for fun, and flashes out of the way, but it's not going to change the outcome of this game, as the Nexus will go down, and HLE go up 1-0.
State